Okay, welcome everybody. Today we are taking a look at the most disturbing game I think I've ever seen, and it is called Pathways. And this was made by the UK government to quote unquote discourage extremism. And that sounds, logical, but it is pure Orwellian propaganda, and it's meant to have just a chilling effect and scare kids away from wrong think. you know, they don't want you having certain beliefs. If you're not on board with what the government's doing, then you're a dangerous extremist, basically. And that's not to say that there can't be dangerous extremist views, but it goes both ways, and this only has it going one way, and stuff that I don't think is very extreme, especially given what's going on over there uh, and around the world. Really, is too extreme. But now this is funny because this has been getting attention for probably like the last couple of weeks. I heard about it over a week ago from the time of the posting of this, and it kept going on for a week, and then I'm like, okay, I got to check this out. I need content. So let's take a look, and I play it. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is really disturbing. I am going to make a video on this, and but not right now. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to get back to it. In that time, the UK government has taken this down. So as of the time I'm recording this, it, like, if you go there, it will just load when you're starting. Now, the thing is, I already had it open. I had it open because I was going to come back to it and make this video. So it should still be cached, and we should still be able to play, because I just did the press start thing on the screen prior to this one, and it took me in. And when I tried it, since I heard it was taken down, it would not go past that. So I think we're in, and we're gonna explore this game and hopefully have some fun. And one of the reasons I put this off was because it felt like they were already taking stuff out of it. I know there's been a ton of memes about this game, especially one of the characters that we will see, but there was stuff where I'm like, it didn't feel coherent. Like something had changed or something had been taken out. It didn't quite line up with what was going on, and it's possible some of the screenshots I saw were just like edited memes, but I wonder if they were already changing stuff before it just hit this sort of critical mass and they took it offline. So, but we will go through and see what is on as of January 15th at the time of this recording. So let's dive in.
In this game, you will be presented with scenarios that require you to take action, like hearing something hateful while gaming or watching a provocative video on social media.
Seeing something hurtful while gaming and get good scrub. Come on. Our culture is not your costume, UK government.
From the three alternative options presented, you will use your mouse to select one based on the information given and what outcome you think this will have. The choices you make will determine the route your character takes. Remember to be aware of getting trapped in risky or harmful situations, as the different choices can lead to situations involving extremism and radicalization, damaging the outcome for your character.
Very careful language there. And speaking of careful language, if anybody is watching this from the UK, I would say leave a comment about what the hell is going on over there, but I just remembered you can't, you'll get arrested. And I think like the government was probably tracking people, at least that was the idea behind this, to flag them for their extremism program, until too many people were playing it for fun and they realized that wasn't going to work. So we'll go with the guy. If we can do 2 playthroughs, if it still lets me do it, we'll go back and do another playthrough. I think they're exactly the same, and you will see why I say this. But I think there might be like one screen that's different. Here we are. All right, scenario 1. All right, so far so good. That's awesome. I'm getting a video out of this.
Charlie was enjoying an online game with friends.
Calling each other slurs.
Charlie had not long started attending a new college in East Riding, and they were so relieved to have made new friends having recently left school.
See, Charlie is a they, them. And that's why I don't think that there is absolutely any difference between which avatar you take and what's happening in the game, because they make it very clear to just say they, so it can be either, and Charlie can go either way as usual. But there we go. So all right, Charlie's made new friends. He's playing online games.
Charlie has started browsing new games and websites that some of the new friends use.
Like 4chan.
Sometimes, though, the people on these websites say things that seem off, even slightly concerning.
God. Oh man, yeah, Blue Sky, there's a whole lot of weird stuff. Reddit, there's a lot of concerning behavior there. Oh man. All right.
Someone on this website has encouraged Charlie to download a video, but Charlie is unsure.
Swear at them. Let's download this video. These are choices, I think.
Someone on this website has encouraged Charlie to download a video, but Charlie is unsure. How should Charlie react?
I mean, obviously they want you to narc on this person. Go, hey, somebody wants me to download a video. Talk to the stranger online to find out more about the video. That would be the reasonable thing to do, I think. Well, what is this that you're sending versus just downloading the video? Because I mean, it could be a virus. You don't know, especially if it's a stranger. Don't just download files from them, but our Charlie is taking the extreme route. So we're going to download the video, and we're going to see what that video is.
That's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
Charlie wanted to continue being part of their new online community.
Move really, really extreme. I wonder what that video was.
Going straight to the top, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee, man, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time. You don't know anything about the Macho Man Randy Savage and where I'm coming from. Because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah.
Charlie downloaded the video and shared it with different people online.
Oh, hey, it must have been pretty good then. So, I mean, if he's sharing it, he must have liked it. I wonder what the video was.
And well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow. So gay. So gay. Okay.
We don't get to see it.
Charlie felt relieved and happy that people were liking the video and also sharing it.
Well, hey, there you go. Congratulations, Charlie. People like the video. and they're sharing it. So, okay. But I don't know what's so extreme about that. I mean, that's what social media is built to do, right?
Deep down, Charlie wasn't sure if this was the right thing to do, as some of the ideas in the video were extreme and violent.
what are these ideas? I mean, why would he just do it? Why would he do it if he didn't know? Okay, well, this is kind of extreme and violent, but I'm just gonna share it with everybody anyway. Oh, okay. What was in that video? What was in the video, Charlie?
Hi, Sharks. My name is Patrick. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I love potato chips. My company is called Pat Spuds, and...
Patrick, I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
It's important to remember that downloading or streaming certain content can lead to a terrorist offence conviction.
There you go. Just downloading it, okay, or streaming certain content. So that could be like you go on YouTube, and if it's something that the government doesn't want you to see, well, you can get a terrorist offense conviction. And this is what the game is all about, and this is why it's so disturbing. You know, like it just, yeah, you're just doing this, and we're going to convict you as a terrorist because you've just watched a video. Like, the American mind cannot comprehend this. It's so against like what we're all about. And I don't know what's going on over there, but that's really bad. Like, how you guys haven't started throwing tea in the Thames at this point, it's beyond me. All right, so that's number one. Hey, watching videos will get you a terrorist offense conviction. All right.
Charlie is receiving an important grade on a piece of work they submitted for their hospitality course at college.
Okay.
Charlie put in a lot of effort for this work and is excited to receive good feedback.
All right.
Charlie takes a seat in class and waits to get their grade.
Okay.
To their disappointment, Charlie doesn't do as well as they expect. They got 60 out of 100 for their work, but they wanted at least 75 out of 100.
I wonder if he was told to check his privilege. All right, so he didn't do good. He bombed the test.
To make matters worse, somebody else got 80 out of 100, and the teacher said that this person has received a job offer.
Why would the teacher do that? Like, just rubbing it in everybody else's face. I mean, that's kind of inappropriate, I think, for a classroom to just announce everybody's grades and say what's going on. I mean, that's kind of personal business. Yeah.
Charlie has applied to dozens of jobs, but hasn't had any luck yet.
So that's interesting. A lot of fake job listings should be illegal. I don't know if it's like that in the UK. I'm guessing it is, but there's probably a fair bit of discrimination going on. He's not getting any interviews or anything. I mean, we're not given the entire story here, but that's got to be frustrating. And then just boom, handed to somebody, and your teacher's rubbing it in everybody's face.
Somebody else in the class tells Charlie that this is proof that immigrants are coming to the UK and taking our jobs.
Oh, hello. The purple-haired art hoe, Amelia, has become quite the meme. And this character is the reason this game got shut down. It didn't go the way. All right, well, so she's telling me, hey, this is proof right here. That's what happened. All right, maybe there's a lot of nepotism. Just saying. You know, if he's applying to dozens of jobs and not getting any response, and then somebody else is just poop, walks right in, that could have something to do with it. Especially if they're going to work for less. Or if they, have a family member, whatever, they're giving them the job, you can't get in. How should Charlie react? Ignore the comment and ask the course leader for feedback and how you can improve. Ignore the comment, but don't address your frustration. Agree with the comment and explore the idea further. Well, this cute purple-haired art hoe is giving him some attention. He's in college. He's a young man. I think he's going to go for that. And we're doing the extremist run, so let's let's see what happens.
Charlie approached the classmate angrily. He agreed with the ideas and began shouting about them in class.
All right. Charlie does not the most mature or appropriate response. He's really acting out emotionally. That very inappropriate to start shouting this stuff in class and to even go after the classmate, like right there in front of everybody. But it's funny, like everybody's like, whoa, he's like, oh, uh-oh. These guys are they're worried. What's going on? She's angry. He's like, oh no. But look at Amelia. She's loving it. She's like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's right, Charlie. Let that fire burn. Oh, I like what I see. You're a tiger. She's digging it. She's into him. That's just encouraging him. So, I mean, hey, I'm just saying, it seems like Charlie's been having a tough time, and he's going to take that win. That's a W.
The teacher let Charlie know that the school has a zero tolerance on hate speech.
There is no such thing as hate speech. I mean, what is hate speech? Like, you can't police that. It's just, I mean, it's going to be like one of those, it's like pornography, you know what it is when you see it, but the line, and the government shouldn't get to determine that, and neither should some, old white lady.
The teacher was concerned by Charlie's outburst and tried to get to the bottom of it.
I think he stated it quite clearly. Immigrants are taking his job opportunities. Oh, man. Oh, I mean, you should be concerned about his outburst, though, because that is not appropriate. But, I mean, look at that. You're dinging his grade. You're rubbing his face in the fact that he can't get a job. He's frustrated, He's hurting on the inside. And you're blaming him. You're not understanding it. Yeah.
Charlie became more agitated and ended up having to sit alone for the duration of the week's lessons because of the hurtful things they said.
So the teacher was basically trying to get to the bottom of it and clearly gaslighting him and making him more upset in what was already like an emotional powder keg. And did she de-escalate? Clearly not. So, well, Charlie's exhibiting some extremist, kind of like hot-headed, emotional beliefs here that we're a little concerned about. Like, Maybe there's something going on with this guy. What should we do? I know. Let's isolate him. Let's take this angry young man who is clearly having some struggles, having some issues, and let's just kick him out. Let's just force him away from everybody. And there, like, he's still getting denied applications. Like, look at that on the computer's application denied. Where do you think this is pushing him? And why? But it doesn't address any of that. It doesn't address, like, you never know what's going on with him. Like, we've built some scenarios that could explain why he's doing this and the appeal of extremism, as well as legitimate grievances he could have. And he's told, well, no, that's inappropriate. So if you keep doing this, we are going to alienate you. We're going to kick you out. We're going to shun you. This is punishment. This is manipulation. It's very Orwellian. Very Orwellian. Just not man. All right. So next one.
Charlie has been chilling out all afternoon.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
They've been scrolling on social media.
Stalking Amelia's Instagram, no doubt.
They spot a video that seems to be getting a lot of attention.
All right, so the algorithm is feeding him a viral video, one that people are watching. So it pushes it out to more people, and that algorithm has just sent Charlie a popular video.
Charlie watches the video and learns from the video that Muslim men are stealing the places of British war veterans in emergency accommodation.
Well, that sounds pretty horrible. I mean, that doesn't sound right at all. Why, like, British war veterans should be given accommodation, not kicked out, especially not for Muslims who are incompatible with Western society. So, okay. He just got a piece of information of a thing that's happening.
In the video, they explain that the government is betraying white British people and we need to take back control of our country.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you put white in there, because I would say that it's, not just white people, but all British people. Right? Like, that's just trying to make it about race when it doesn't need to be, So, okay. And honestly, like, when you have people like Keir Starmer arresting people for social media, when you have police trying to say, oh, if Americans who have freedom of speech in their own country say something that we don't like, we're going to try to arrest you. Yeah, you guys do need to take back control of your country, because the people running it are absolute psychos and they do not have your best interests at heart. I mean, clearly not. I mean, this is just authoritarian nightmare shit. Well, so you could scroll past it, ignore it, whatever. Find out more about the topic online. That's a reasonable thing. Research it. Find out, sort between ideological propaganda, which is always bullshit, no matter what side it's coming from. Make your own decisions up. Look at things clearly and objectively. or engage directly with the post. This seems unfair. Another emotional knee-jerk sort of reaction, which is why that content gets popular in the first place, is because it grabs you. Social media is designed to make you angry. It'll make you angry, and then it'll show you something funny or something that makes you go, ah, because in that in between, when you're being yanked from one emotional extreme state to the other, you are open to suggestion. And that's where they slip the real propaganda in, or the advertising, especially the advertising. It goes in between that. It agitates your emotional state, whether that is in a positive way, something that makes you laugh, something that excites you, arouses you, titillates you, or something that makes you angry, something that enrages you, something that makes you sad. Either way, once that emotional state is engaged, you become open to suggestion. And if you're getting yanked from one extreme to the other, in that space in between, a suggestion can go in. And that is real mind control. And that is why social media is so fucking dangerous and horrible. But so Charlie's going to engage with it. Because, I mean, he's our boy. We're doing the extreme route.
Charlie couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Oh, and he is going boom right in there. But I mean, he's a young man, and kids are vulnerable to this sort of manipulation, especially on social media. Especially, people don't remember this, but it was sometime between like 2012 and the 2015 2016 elections, somewhere in there, in that like time frame. But Facebook got fined a ton of money in France because they were discovered to be messing with teenagers, not adults, but teenagers' news feeds, and deliberately showing them like content that would upset them so they could see how they responded to ads better. It was an entire psychological experiment that they were running to learn this stuff. And that's exactly what's happening to poor Charlie here. He's being manipulated by an algorithm, and on top of like the bullshit that he's seeing in the world with his own eyes, and his own search for answers, and he's getting railroaded down a path. It's not his fault.
Charlie immediately began typing comments and sharing the video with their friends and family, wondering what they could do to stop this.
All right, so it's something he must feel very passionately about, and he's reaching out to his friends and family, going, "Hey, this is bad. We need to do something." Again, we don't know what this is. It could be anything. I mean, clearly they want you to think that it's some sort of like extremist hate thing, but we don't know. But it could be anything. There's a lot of stuff out there that like everybody should be enraged over, regardless of where on the political spectrum you're at.
As the likes, comments, and shares came in, they felt that they had performed a patriotic service.
Oh, I guess
standing up for veterans and white people's rights.
I guess it's the veteran video. I thought that was a different one. I got confused. Sorry, I'm losing track as I'm talking about social media. All right, so people were liking and they're sharing it and they're agreeing with him and they're commenting. So he feels good. He's done something. He's stood up for veterans and white people's rights. I mean, white people have rights the same as anybody else. That shouldn't really make a difference, what color skin you are. But, you shouldn't treat one group different based on the color of their skin. Yeah. Because they're if that's happening to veterans, to British veterans, there are British veterans that aren't white that's happening to too, and that's just as bad. So I mean, they're clearly doing this as propaganda when it's not necessary. Oh, some of the groups they were engaging with online were actually illegal. All right, so how did Charlie not realize this? And if these groups,
Unfortunately, Charlie didn't realize that some of the groups they were engaging with online were actually illegal.
if these groups are illegal, why are they online? If they are illegal, how do they have that presence where he is able to engage with them? Like, if they're illegal, how is this happening? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. You know, I mean, unless you're like, and there's nothing here to indicate Charlie is going on the dark web, going deep into that, and then sharing this with his family. No, this is a surface web. This is social media. This is like right there, and an illegal group operating openly. Like, if they're so illegal, why hasn't the government done something about them then? You know what I mean? Must not actually be illegal. Must just be somebody you don't like saying things that you don't agree with. No, there we go. All right, next one.
Charlie has been enjoying a family dinner at home when they receive a notification from their friend. Charlie's mum makes a comment about using phones at the dinner table, but Charlie checks in anyway.
Fuck you, Mom. You're not the boss of me.
Amelia,
Charlie's
close friend, has made a video encouraging young people in Bridlington to join a political group that seeks to defend English rights.
Oh, so she's like, come get some, Charlie. Look at what I'm doing. All right, so they're close now. Developed a friendship. So English rights, okay.
Amelia encourages Charlie to join a secret group on an app Charlie hasn't heard of before. Charlie isn't sure whether to join, explore further, or ignore.
Charlie is absolutely sure. He wants to hook up with Amelia. Like, you have like the purple-headed art hoe with a choker. He's in college. He's chasing the girl. He's going to join. Like, that's not even a question. He's going to join. I liking the video and not joining the secret group, I think is more reasonable. I'm not a joiner. So joining a group is like, God, one more thing. I don't want any more fucking notifications, you know? But I'm also not a young man. Charlie's a young man, and he wants to hook up with Amelia. He's going where the girls are.
Charlie thought the video the friend posted was so funny. They couldn't believe how many likes Amelia's memes were getting. It was inspiring.
And she's a content creator. She's doing good and popular stuff. This could also be good for Charlie. If he's having trouble getting a job, I mean, maybe that could help. Probably not, but it's something.
Charlie joined the secret group on this new platform. Their phone wouldn't stop buzzing with messages of support and invitations to participate in several similar groups.
Hey, look, people that want him around and that aren't going to shun him and isolate him and lock him away by himself in a room for a week because he hurt somebody's feelings. They're actually including him. They're reaching out to him. They're opening a dialogue with him. they're treating him like a human being. Oh my God, what extremist behavior. And you know what? Yeah, that's what cults do and everything. But he was just shunned. Like, it's not really fair.
Charlie's mum was not so pleased and grew suspicious of all this new activity their child seemed to be involved in.
She doesn't want Charlie to have his own life. Yeah. Why is Charlie popular? Why is he not here? Listen, doing everything I browbeat him into doing. Why isn't he just being a submissive little shit and listening to mama all the time? Okay. So he's done something other than listen to his mom. He's gone and made friends on his own. That's extremist.
Charlie was seeing their dad at the weekend. He lives in Hull, so their weekends look very different to their weekdays in East Riding.
Okay. And he's hanging out with Amelia. So that's going well. And see, and there isn't a male presence in the household during the week. So like the mom is projecting on him to make him be the man of the house. And when he's like going off and doing things that's on his own, making his own life, that's triggering her. And she's projecting a bunch of issues onto him. So that's not a healthy scenario for Charlie to be in anyway.
Charlie's friend Amelia immediately looked interested and told them about a protest she wished she could go to herself, but was not allowed.
All right, so she can't go to a protest.
Amelia spoke of a gathering that had been organised by a small political group. They would come together and protest the changes that Britain has been through in the last few years and the erosion of British values.
Okay. So what is that quote from Orwell? I think I have it here somewhere about how it's always the women that are the most passionate and bigoted about things. Yeah, it's somewhere. You know what I mean. You can look it up. Hey, I'll look it up and I'll put a insert here. There we go.
Amelia talked about the banners and the pickets that her friends had made for the events and expressed a real regret that she could not go, begging Charlie to go in her place.
Okay.
Charlie has nothing to do this weekend, and a protest sounded like an interesting thing to take part in.
Well, I thought he was going to go see his dad, but okay. He thinks a protest sounds like fun. I don't know why somebody would think that sounds like fun, but to each their own. God, like I wouldn't be caught dead at a protest. It'd be so fucking annoying. All the true believers just drive me nuts. So, all right, he could decline the offer of the girl that he likes, risking the friendship, or watch from the sidelines, so like being a wimp, and not or agree to join. Oh, well, I mean, he really wants to
Charlie
impress her.
decided this would be a good use of their time. Considering all the things they had seen and heard over the last few weeks.
All right, so he's in for a penny, in for a pound.
It would be good to express their feelings about it with like-minded individuals.
He's gonna meet his people.
They went home and made a banner to take with them to the protest.
Just like the ones that he would take to the footy.
Charlie arrived at the protest and was swept up by the atmosphere. It was great to see so many people there.
You can tell when it's like an actual protest because he had to make his own signs instead of like some fucking NGO not having them all printed and supplied to him. Oh man. All right, so it's energetic. He's having fun.
Everything was going well until Charlie almost became involved in a fight.
Well, that's not good.
The police saw they were part of a group and took their details.
Oh, you're gathering. See, we have a constitutional right to gather and protest here. Some people abuse it, and are, not doing it lawfully. I think, but getting in a fight, that's bad. But part of a group, I don't know.
Charlie was frightened by this, not knowing if their parents would be informed.
Well, I mean, yeah, that'd be a scary thing. Like, cops are taking your info. You almost got in a fight. I mean, that's serious, Like, you're letting your emotions control your life, and that's not good. Period.
Charlie thought about all the difficult choices they had needed to make in the last few weeks.
I don't think they were that difficult for him based on what you've told me about Charlie.
Some of their choices had led to changes in friendship, and Charlie was feeling low, as they weren't sure if they had made the right decisions.
Well, it looks like there's somebody over there that's been isolated too.
The teacher had noticed this and decided to read.
Oh God, this bitch.
The teacher sat with them and talked openly and frankly about the ideology that Charlie had discovered. The teacher reassured that Charlie had made the right decisions. Charlie realised that if they had chosen to engage with these harmful ideas, the consequences would have been very different.
But he did. And see, so this is the thing that made me think that something was up with this, because it felt like there was a skip there. It felt like that there was something that was supposed to be in here that they changed, that they took, so you don't get the bad ending anymore. It's just like a slightly less bad, because he absolutely was engaging with these harmful ideas that British veterans should be looked after, and British culture is a unique thing worth preserving for its own sake, the way of life in their country. It's I've been there. I've experienced the British way of life. It's not for me. I'm an American, and I like the American way of life. But I definitely think that there is something to be said for the British way of life, and that's their culture. So I don't think that's harmful to want to preserve the way things are done. Same like whether it's America, England, Japan, wherever, like if it's in those borders, it's in those borders. So what the consequences is him still being isolated. But yeah, it feels like there was something cut, that there was something taken from right before here that put us down a different path. And what if Charlie had made more harmful choices? We made the most harmful choices that we possibly could. So, but all right. So he's not actually engaging with him by sharing these videos, whatever. Oh no, we didn't mean it like that. Honest. But the cat's out of the bag. So then the UK government just disables the entire game because they're fucking pieces of shit.
Charlie accepted they may need support.
You're right. Maybe I do. Okay, so Charlie had issues getting a job, and then he met a woman. And by spending time with her, this woman got him to engage in in protesting and becoming political and taking action. And then a superior notices this and confronts him and and
Charlie's teacher made a prevent.
and he gets sent to a re-education center. A prevent referral. Taylor's, you're going to the re-education camps now, comrade.
They began a workshop that helped them learn how to engage positively with ideology and the differences between right and wrong in expressing political beliefs.
Now, I mean, there is a right way and a wrong way to express your emotions, I think. And I don't believe in political violence necessarily. But this positively with ideology and the difference between right and wrong and expressing political beliefs, if it goes against the current regime, keep it to yourself. And like, this does not sit right with me.
Charlie received counselling to help them process the other events in their life, and they felt much better for it.
I mean, and you know what? Maybe that would have helped in the first place, but I doubt it, seeing as how many goddamn crazy extremists we have in this country, and they all go to therapy. So I don't know. I mean, I think it helps some people. Some people are just crazy. I don't know, but yeah, he probably needed help processing other shit in his life. He's going through a lot of upheaval. But I wouldn't trust that guy. I wouldn't trust a forced state-sponsored counselor that you're not like vetting on your own and choosing to go to of your own volition. You're only going here because your teacher felt like you were some sort of terrorist threat that needed re-education. All right. We completed all the scenarios. Let's explore the consequences of his choices and see what lies ahead. Let's see what life in the camps are like. In the Keir Starmer concentration camps. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe we weren't cashed that far ahead. Maybe we didn't get it, but we got the scenarios at least. Oh,
Charlie was assigned a mentor to help them one-to-one, someone who had been in their shoes.
by the Muslim lady or guy or whatever. Okay, and here's somebody who we successfully brainwashed, who's been broken, who knows how to not think wrongly.
They were reluctant at first, but gradually warmed to their mentor, forming trust with them, having heard and understood the similarities between them.
So he's just getting brainwashed again. Like, and if I don't want to, if I want to take the charitable route here and say, Amelia kind of brainwashed him, kind of tricked him, and I mean he was chasing that ass. So he went with things that maybe he wouldn't have, but like this is the same thing. But this is like a deliberate state thing versus like he's just chasing some girl with BPD.
The mentor was honest about the dangers of following a harmful ideology, and the message resonated with Charlie.
What's the harmful ideology? You won't name it. You just say a harmful ideology, but you're not saying what's harmful or why it's harmful. And that's the other thing. That's the other thing that, like, something is bullshit when it's saying, it just says don't photo a harmful ideology. Well, what ideologies? What's harmful about them? Don't ask those questions. Like, okay, nope, you're just as bad as whatever you're saying is harmful at that point.
Charlie had been informed of the support they would receive from Prevent, including skills support and family sessions.
Struggle sessions. It's a struggle session program. You're having struggle sessions until you stop your wrong think.
With all these gentler interventions, Charlie was able to rebuild their confidence, find their identity, and continue their college course successfully.
Yeah. All right, so now he's welcomed back into the fold. See, you won't be shunned anymore, Charlie, and you can continue college successfully as long as you like, give in to the struggle sessions. Don't think for yourself. Only think what we tell you to do. Don't believe what your eyes see. Don't think about what you're seeing, even if that thinking leads you down some fucked up paths. You should examine it. But you need to, like, not react emotionally. You need to be in touch with that sort of thing and identify that before you do. You need to have the tools to equip it, or else you just becoming a tool of whatever ideology, and that's always bad. All right, so let's hear what the UK's re-education camps are like. Uh-oh. Well, that might be it. Oh.
What is Prevent? Prevent is a referral program operated by the Home Office in partnership with local services.
What local
It was set up in 2003 as part of legislation responding to the 9/11 terror attack in the USA. The overarching aim of Prevent is to stop violent extremism from happening within our communities.
Okay.
It works on the basis that any ideology can be harmful, and therefore anyone can be at risk of becoming radicalized. The program seeks to identify cases of extremism before any violent acts are committed, and it does so by addressing difficulties vulnerable individuals may be experiencing and helping them overcome it. Why is Prevent important? Prevent.
Okay. So this was set up as a response to terrorism in the wake of 9/11, a terrorist attack that was carried out by Muslims, by Muslim Islamic extremists, right? Religious zealots. Charlie isn't. In fact, Charlie was upset about, these people. Why is it just, you're not focusing on any of that, on the people that did 9/11, that did 7/7, that have done all of these countless terror attacks. No. It's Charlie who's like, hey, maybe it's not a good idea to just bring all of them here and, treat them better than, war veterans. The place that can't handle it. Maybe he's questioning that a little bit. But it's going to tackle extremist behavior as it emerges instead of after attack. Oh, well, you seem mighty upset. You must be a terrorist. I mean, phew. I can only, if this is what they what they're doing to people as a response to how their tax dollars are being spent in the government. I could only imagine what the UK must be doing to all those grooming gangs, right? That must be they must really be putting a stop to that. Jesus. All right. You're guilty of wrong thing. And we're going to stop you now instead of after attack, but only if you're not in a protected group.
Important part of the UK's counter-terrorism strategy because it seeks to tackle extremist behaviour as it emerges instead of after an attack. It acknowledges that underlying issues and vulnerabilities play a role in extreme ideas and behaviours and wants to reduce the effects that push someone into extremism.
Oh, I get it. Don't upset the Muslims or they'll do more terror attacks. God. Is that the 4D chess you're playing here? Shout out UK. Jesus.
It's important because Prevent doesn't seek to punish people who have fallen victim to radicalisation. It aims to reduce the risk of violence and enable vulnerable people to live a life without hate or violence. Who does Prevent support? Though it is rare, Prevent understands that any ideology has the potential to harm others if the right conditions are met. Prevent does not target any specific demographic, community, or ideology, and the
Except this whole thing has been about Charlie and white people. So, and I mean, I guess it didn't mention directly the ideology, but you can kind of tell demographic and the ideology that they're talking about. And I didn't really see anything extreme. He was sharing social media posts. It's very normal behavior. He went to a protest. I think that's a little weird, no matter who's doing it. But at least he wasn't paid to be there. I mean, regardless of he might have been trying to get in Amelia's pants, but that's neither here nor there.
What they offer is available to anyone who may be motivated.
That's probably the
to behave in an extreme
the
manner.
only acceptable reason for being at a protest.
To receive their support.
You're all potential terrorists.
And how does Prevent work? Prevent will only come into contact with someone if they receive a referral, either from them directly or from someone who has concerns.
Big Brother is always watching, and if somebody has concerns about you, if you're acting at all weird, we're gonna get you, and we're gonna re-educate you until you think correctly. You don't trust anybody. Don't trust the nurses, the police, your teachers, and definitely not your parents. They're all out to get you. They're all out to send you to Prevent. So watch what you say, watch what you think. Keep it buried inside, buried deep down inside where no one will ever see. Actually, I guess that is really a big part of British culture. So maybe that's wrong about British culture being eroded. If you have to keep everything pushed down, stiff upper lip, and all that. Oh man, solving extreme beliefs before they become real dangers. Yeah, bang up job you're doing, assholes. Yeah, so you just if they're considering extreme beliefs or behaviors. It doesn't. What's an extreme behavior? What is this? He agreed with a chick who said the immigrants were stealing his jobs when he was like upset, when he was in an emotional state, and here's a girl paying him some attention. He acted out poorly. The rest of the time, he just shared social media posts. He just did normie shit. Like, he went to a protest that's weird, but I mean, hardly extremist behavior. Technically, to me that's extreme, but for a lot of people it's not. So even though there are a lot of extremists at protests, you're going to get them. You're at any protest, there will be extremists there. Period. Extremism. Only the state can commit violence. Oh, it's not punishment. It's a re-education. It's a multi-agency support individual need. Oh my God. No, they make you feel isolated first, as we saw the teacher who reported Charlie to the re-education camps, separated him from the class, made him sit alone by himself for a week while he continued getting denied job applications, right? That was his punishment for hurting somebody's feelings, is he was isolated. So they want to make you feel isolated before you get to the prevent support. I use that term loosely, because remember what I said. When you are in an emotionally aroused state, and I don't mean aroused as in like turned on, I just mean like activated, you are more open to suggestion. If you are already feeling isolated and then you get sent to prevent, and it is a punishment, it's a punishment that doesn't look like that they try to offset that. They try to hide what it really is and call it a source of support, but it's not. It's brainwashing. It's re-education camps. It's a struggle session is what it is. So first they isolate you, then they threaten you with a real punishment, with a terrorism offense conviction, right? Because, just downloading certain videos or streaming certain videos, some content that can get you a terrorism conviction, a terrorism offense conviction. Remember that from the very start of this, right? Just watching a video can get you that. Posting Keir Starmer as a wanker can get you that. Flying the St. George flag or the Union Jack can get you that now, from what I've been hearing from England. Anyway, so they threaten you with that. Go, hey, you don't want to be a convicted terrorist, do you? They have isolated you. They have cut you off from people. They've made you feel bad. They've made you feel unwanted. They've pushed you away. And if there is another group that kind of accepts you, well, they're saying, well, those people are bad. But you know what? We want to support you because we know you're having a bad time, Charlie. So let us, now that we've done these now that we've scared you, now that we've emotionally abused you, we want to give you support. We want to educate you. We want to mentor you. We want to help you so you don't make these mistakes, so you don't feel isolated. You can come back into the fold. And that's where they get you. And that's why this shit is sick and manipulative. And it's fucking abuse. Period. It fucking disgusts me. Because this is what any fucking psycho emotional abuser does, the same sort of shit. Same sort of shit. And this is just state-sponsored emotional abuse. It's fucking disgusting. Narc them out. Narc them out. If you suspect somebody of wrongthink, narc them out. Anybody can make a referral for you. It doesn't have to get traced back to you. It can be completely anonymous. Just narc them out. How many breakups are going to happen in England? I think where like a girl gets dumped and she gets pissed off, so then she goes, "Oh well, he was having some extremist beliefs. I mean, maybe that's what, we didn't see what happened. Maybe that was in the cut. Amelia and Charlie break up or whatever, and then she narcs him out. Says, yeah, he's kind of an extremist." And then the teacher's like, "Oh, well, now you're getting a terrorism referral, Charlie." There's so much potential for abuse, and it's just fucked up anyway. Like if you see somebody like making a bomb, planning a terror attack, talking about that sort of shit, you absolutely should, contact the authorities. But if somebody's just saying, "Hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be letting all of the people that have that we even have this for. The whole reason this exists is because of the things that this group did. Maybe we shouldn't let them all into the country, especially since, we're on a small island. Maybe we should kind of slow our roll a little bit. Be a bit choosier on things." Well, that's a concern. You're getting referred to prevent now, my son. Visit. Okay. Educate against hate. Oh my God. Yeah. That's when you should be doing things. If you think if it's actually about to happen. If you have there's a credible threat. Do it. Not because somebody you saw a tweet that was a little off color. The outcome may have been different. You selected other actions. Restart to explore other outcomes. Been at this for an hour. Should we see what happens if Charlie just does everything? Let's see. Let's speed run it.
Charlie was enjoying an
We're just gonna. Charlie's unsure. Uh-oh. I think that might do it. I think we might have gotten caught up with on what was cached. So, yeah. Anyway, this is Pathways from Shout Out UK, the UK government sponsored game.
It's important to remember that downloading or streaming certain content can lead to a terrorist offence conviction.
I wonder if that was a message for us. All right, because it just skipped by. I didn't even get to give an answer that time. So, and that's the perfect place to end it, because if you're in the UK, I'm sorry if watching this video ends up getting you referred to prevent, but I do feel like you guys need to be throwing the tea in the Thames at this point.